Jai Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Gopijana Vallabha Girivaradhari Jai Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Gopijana Vallabha Girivaradhari Yashodanandana Brajajana Ranjana Yashodanandana Brajajana Ranjana Yashodanandana Brajajana Ranjana Yamuna Tiravanachari Yamuna Tiravanachari Jai Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Gopijana Vallabha Girivaradhari Yashodanandana Brajajana Ranjana Yashodanandana Brajajana Ranjana Yamuna Tiravanachari Yamuna Tiravanachari Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Jaya Prabhupada 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 Jaya Prabhupada Jai Jai Prabhupada 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 Jai Prabhupada Vishnupada Paramahansa Parivajikacharya Ashtottara Sutta Srimad Sabhe Charanaravinda Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki ISKCON Founder Acharya VVT Founder Acharya Savior of the whole world Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai Om Vishnupada Paramahansa Parivajikacharya Ashtottara Sutta Shri Srimad His Divine Grace Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Maharaj Srila Prabhupada Ki Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda Ki नामाचार्य श्री हरिदास ठाकुर की। प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधार श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद की। समवेत गौर भक्त वृंद की। श्रीमद् भागवत महापुराण की। निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे। हरे कृष्ण। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरये। Hare Krishna. Reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, 11th canto. 7th chapter. The chapter entitled Lord Krishna Instructs Uddhava, and text number 27. Text 25 to 27 will be taking. So we will read the translation of text number 25. Maharaj Yadu once observed a certain Brahmana, Avaduta, who appeared to be quite young and learned, wandering about fearlessly. Being himself most learned in spiritual science, the king took the opportunity and inquired from him as follows. So Krishna is starting to speak, and Krishna is speaking about the story of a Avadut Brahmana. Just like last class we studied about how Krishna is telling that by one's own intelligence one can actually understand about spiritual science. So in order to just give an example of how through one's own intelligence one can understand spiritual subject matters, Krishna is giving example of this Avadut Brahmana. Going ahead. Sri Yadu said, so this Yadu Maharaj is asking to the Avadut Brahmana, "O Brahmana, I see that you are not engaged in any practical religious activity, and yet you have acquired a most expert understanding of all things and all people within this world. Kindly tell me, sir, how did you acquire this extraordinary intelligence, and why are you traveling freely throughout the world, behaving as if you were a child?" 27th, today's verse. So all of you repeat after me. Prayo dharmartha kameshu vivitsayam cha manavaha hetunaiva samihanta ayusho yasasa sriyaha. Prayo dharmartha kameshu vivitsayam cha manavaha hetunaiva samihanta ayusho yasasa sriya. Prayo dharmartha kameshu vivitsayam cha manava hetunaiva samihanta ayusho yasasa shriya. Praya dharmartha kameshu vivitsayam cha manava Ayusho yasasa sriya. Yes. Prayodharmartha kameshu vivitsayam cha manava hetunaiva samihanta ayusho yasasa sriya. Prayodharmartha kameshu vivitsayam cha manava hetunaiva samihanta yayusha yasasa shriya. Vaishnavis. Prayodharmartha kameshu vivitsayam cha manava hetunaiva samihanta ayusho yasasa shriya. Anyone else? Prayodharmartha kameshu vivitsayam cha manava hetunaiva samihanta ayusho yasasa shriya. Word to word translation. Translation and purport by disciples of His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki, his disciples ki jai. Prayaha, generally, dharma, in religiosity, artha, economic development, kameshu, and sense gratification, vivitsayam, in pursuit of spiritual knowledge, cha, also, manavaha, human beings, hetuna, for the purpose, eva, indeed, samihante, they endeavor, ayushaha, of long life, yasasaha, fame, shriyaha, and material opulence. Translation. Generally, human beings work hard to cultivate religiosity, economic development, sense gratification, and also knowledge of the soul. And their usual motive is to increase the duration of their lives, acquire fame, and enjoy material opulence. An intelligent person, purport, an intelligent person should understand that if there is an eternal soul different from the body, then real happiness must lie in our eternal situation, beyond the bondage of material nature. However, ordinary persons, even when discussing spiritual subject matters, generally desire to become famous or to increase their wealth and duration of life by such spiritual practices. Most common people think, for example, that the yoga system is meant for improving one's health, that one may pray to God for money, and that one's spiritual knowledge is meant for increasing one's prestige in society. Maharaj Yadu wants to clarify that the young Brahmana, Avadut, is not like ordinary person and is actually on a spiritual platform, as will be explained in the following verses. Om Jnanatimirandhasya Jnananjana Shilakaya Chakshuru Nilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Shwapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamsya Sri Rupam Sagrajata Sahagana Raghunathan Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Pada Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhanvitamscha Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya De Satarine Namo Mahabadanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namine Gauratishe Namaha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandho Jagatpate Gopesh Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namastute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vancha Kalpa Taruvyasya Kripa Sindhu Vyaevacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Mukam karoti vachalam, pangum langhayate girim, yat kripa tamaham bande, Shri Guru Dinatarinam, Shri Paramananda Madhavam, Shri Chaitanya Meshwaram. Hare Krishna. So, here Maharaj Yadu is trying to ask this Avadut Brahmana. So this Avadut Brahmana looks very young and he's not working hard. And he's smiling. And not just smiling, he's healthy. And he's so happy and satisfied by not working hard. So in this world, when devotees go out, especially when I go out, they see, Swamiji, you are so happy, but you don't work hard. And I said, I don't have bank account. And then I take out iPhone. How do you not have bank account and have an iPhone? All glories to Krishna. Then I take out iPad for the presentation. Swamiji, what next? Then Sanatan comes with a car. Swamiji, you have everything, but you don't work hard. Amazing. Such a carrier. Once Srila Prabhupada was asked by one reporter, Swamiji, like this only everyone receives you? Prabhupada had so much of garlands that he was like getting like this because of so many garlands, so much of garlands. And Prabhupada said, yes, like this only people receive me every time. No, like this only people receive you. No, yes, like this only people receive me. And all people in the airport falling down. So people are confused that how come these devotees, they don't work hard and they're enjoying. And we are working hard and we are suffering. So today we will be discussing about how foolish people work hard and intelligent people just serve Krishna. So when I was child, I don't know, currently I'm not into the public nowadays, but in childhood there was April Fool celebration. Yes, now also they celebrate April Fool. Yes. So my sisters will do something and April Fool. When I came to Krishna consciousness, I realized Maya is actually celebrating April Fool every month Every moment. Huh? April Fool. We come out of mother's womb and everyone is telling happy birthday, April Fool. There's no happiness in this world. Right? So there are so many types of fool. When I was in studying in IIT, Rajeshan Prabhu's book had one Mahamurkha drama. How many of you had heard about the Mahamurkha? So this Mahamurkha, it was famous drama that we used to conduct in our youth about Mahamurkha. So how this Mahamurkha was a king, and he was a very good principle oriented king, and he was working hard. He had wives and he was very nicely being worshipped by all the ministers and everything. And then the sage called him Mahamurkha. He's a fool, because ultimately everything will go away. Even if the most dharmic person earning, like here in this verse, dharma, artha, kama, moksha is mentioned. Yes? Prayo, dharma, artha, kameshu. So in this world, people think that if I do lot of dharmic work, I will get good money. And this was at least previous generation people used to think like that. So I will get money and then I can enjoy. People will do yajnas, people do so many spiritual activities and so many things to get money and earn and live a very happy life. But then things changed. Nowadays, no one wants to work hard. So people nowadays have changed the definition of why I have to remain principled. So nowadays people's conception is, I just want to enjoy, whether I follow principle or not follow principles. But then the 21st century came. And in 21st century, people do not have time to enjoy. The husband is working hard with CTC, getting so much of money. The wife is working hard. They don't want children also. And they are working 16 hours a day and scratching their head why they are working hard. One day will come when I will sit peacefully and enjoy the money which I am earning. And their only happiness is the numbers are increasing. Numbers are increasing. And they do not have time also to talk with each other. They do not have time to even sit and do anything. But money is coming. So this is third grade fool. Maha Murkha. At least the other fools, like Radheshyam Prabhu's story, he at least enjoyed his money. But today's world, people do not have time to even enjoy their money. They're working hard and hard and hard and hard, not even enjoying the money. And then came the social media, Hare Krishna, the Gen Z, the Alpha generations. They don't even earn money. They come out a big car and you'd be thinking you would have so much of money. Everything is in EMI. Recently, I was telling Pavan Krishna to purchase this t-shirt. So when he purchased the t-shirt, he was purchasing from his Amazon account and I was in Zoom seeing. And then it gave option EMI for the t-shirt. And I was wondering what the bank would do if I become bankrupt, take my t-shirt. So the fourth degree fool of this world are those fools. Their even t-shirt is in EMI. If the bank demands the t-shirt, these fools will forget about the car. They will not be with their underwear also. This is the fourth grade fool. They don't eat. They show others that how they are eating. They don't dress. They show others how they are dressing. Like In Elita, we have this flat in the 22nd floor. From my room, I can see ground, and ground there's a nice park. And now every day I see some girl would come and the husband would come. And from every angle, from this angle, the photograph will be taken. From this angle, the photograph will be taken. And I used to wonder, by taking photograph from different angles, will the girl become more beautiful? It's the same girl will be there. Beauty doesn't get enhanced by taking photographs from head, top, tail, and then they will take photograph from the... I used to wonder, what is the situation of this husband? I don't know how many of you are going to relate. From the ground like this, and then the mobile will go up, and the reel will be taken. So this is the fourth grade fool. They are completely in a digital world. At least the third grade fool would be happy seeing money, counting the cash. We had read in Rupa Goswami that the businessman cash counting karke like nowadays Bitcoin, e-currency. You don't even know where is the cash, where is the money. At least previous times people would be happy storing gold. Now people are happy storing bitcoins, cryptocurrency. So this is fourth grade fool. Fourth grade. There is no end for foolishness. So in this world we see that people are working hard for bits, Bitcoin, and people are working hard to impress others, showing how they are eating. And you have seen people who eat a burger. Oh, nice! So this burger is so nice. They are not eating. They are just showing how they are eating. They are not dressing. They are showing how they are dressing. People are just faking that they are happy. Previously, at least people were happy. They're happy with their husband, happy with their wives, happy with their money, happy with their house. Shri Nitai Gauranga ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. The fourth grade fool of this world, they are showing they're happy. They're showing how they're happy eating. They're showing how they're... So that is why we must understand that this dharma, artha, kama will simply make us first grade fool, second grade fool, third grade fool, and fourth grade fool. Even the most dharmic person in this world is actually a fool number one, because he has got this human form of body, human form of life, and he's simply trying to waste this human form of life. And when a person gets frustrated with dharma, artha, kama, then he thinks coming to temple. I remember last, I think 2 years, almost one and a half year before, one couple came. The wife was crying and crying and crying and crying, whole sari, and the man was also crying, shirt big, yeah. I said, what happened? Why you are crying? The lady's father, the husband's father, someone has passed away. And they were crying and crying. Swamiji, we understood the goal of life. We understood everything. Then I gave them book and everything and all those things. I understood that this fellow is going to become very nice devotee. There's so much of crying. I was praying, when I will cry like this for Krishna. So much of crying. And in 3 months, they disappeared. Till now, I have not seen them in temple. So the frustration from the dharma, artha, kama brings some amount of mukti kamana, but it is not stable. It is not stable. So that is why intelligent people do not worry about dharma, artha, kama or moksha of this world. And as devotees, we should have learned the right definition of dharma, artha, kama. So today we will discuss in next half an hour what is the right definition of dharma, artha, kama and moksha for devotees. Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, when he is teaching to Sanatana Goswami, in the Madhya Leela it comes, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says that sometimes a person comes to Krishna consciousness and he is asking money, just like in this purport, it is mentioned that most common people think, for example, that yoga system is meant for improving one's health. And one may pray to God for money, and that one's spiritual knowledge is meant for increasing one's prestige in society. So most of the people practice spirituality or come to Krishna for getting some benefit, like Dhruva went for getting benefit of prestige in the society, like Gajendra was praying that get me relieved of the pain that I am going through. Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says a very wonderful thing. So all of you repeat after me. This is Chaitanya Charitamrita, Madhya Leela, 22nd chapter, 37th verse. CC Madhya Leela, 22nd chapter, 37th verse. Anya kami jadi kare Krishnira bhajan namagi teha Krishna tare dena swachara. Anya kami jadi kare Krishnira bhajan. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is telling to Sanatana Goswami that if someone is desiring so many things in this world, but he is coming to Krishna, so Krishna, he gives the desire also fulfilled and he gives also swacharan. So now Lord Chaitanya is telling what Krishna thinks when a person comes. Like I have seen people come for so many different purposes to temple. They come for money, they come for this temple has a lot of IITians, my son will also get good guidance from the IITian. I remember one time I gave a class on Bhagavad Gita and the class was very, very teeth grinding philosophy. How we are not this body, we are spirit, soul, and human life is meant for going back to God. And I was so happy speaking such philosophy. And then I asked any question. And then one man from the behind asked, Swami, how did you get into IIT? I want I said, hey Krishna, what did you learn in the class? This is what people's understanding of coming to temple. For money and for this and that and so many things, people come. So when a person comes to Krishna, what Krishna is thinking, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is thinking. Just imagine the thinking of Krishna. Krishna is standing and thinking, oh, abhi paisa मांग रहा है. और पैसा जब मिल जाता है तो फिर दिखाई नहीं देता मंदिर में. He is not coming only to temple, right? Again पैसा pocket खत्म हो गया. Now imagine someone deals with you like this. I have seen people, their brothers, right, elder brothers, frustrated with the younger brothers who are earning. How many of you are able to relate? The elder brother is frustrated with the younger brother because every time the younger brother will approach the elder brother, जब पैसा खत्म हो जाएगा, when money is over, now I know that money has got over. So in this world, when a person comes with this kamana of money only, we get so frustrated, we keep distance from that person. But when a person is coming to Krishna for dharma, artha, kama, just see the consciousness of the Lord. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is telling, Krishna kahe ama bhaje mage vishaya sukha. So Krishna is telling, he is worshipping me, ama bhaje, and mage vishaya sukha. This lowly sense gratification he is asking. Amrita chhadi bisamage ei bada murkha. this is a Mahamurkha. He has come to me and I can give him nectar. And instead of nectar, he is asking poison. Right? This is a fool. And then Krishna is telling, Ami bigya ei murkhe vishaya ke no dibo. Swacharana diya visaya bhulaibo. But I am a very intelligent person, he is a fool. And because I am intelligent and this fellow is a fool, that doesn't mean that I will become fool. I am intelligent, I am bigya. Ei murkhe, this fool, I will not give him money. He has come for money. This is not Balaji, this is Krishna. Balaji has different dynamics. We'll discuss that in different class. So Krishna is telling this person has come for money, but I will not give him money. Rather, I will snatch away whatever money he has. And then what will happen? Just see how Krishna has snatched. So, I will not give him money. He has come for money, I will not give him money. Bisay ke no deva, money kyun dunga main? I will give the nectar of my lotus feet. Swacharana amrita. And when I give the nectar of my lotus feet, he will forget, why did I come to temple? I came for money. And I land up into Krishna's lotus feet. And I started chanting Hare Krishna. And we see example. There was one person in Mumbai when Srila Prabhupada's time. He was very attracted to the temple. He started coming and staying in temple. Became a nice devotee. And then after 6 months and 8 months, he came to Srila Prabhupada and said, Prabhupada, I came to temple getting attracted with your gold watch. Actually, I wanted to steal your watch. And I am a regular thief. But now staying in association, I forget Trivedi. So Srila Prabhupada was very happy seeing the transformation, initiated him. But then after initiation, he said, Prabhupada, I have only one problem. Prabhupada said, what problem? My only problem is I don't get sleep in the night. Prabhupada said, very good. Drive away with the dogs in Juhu so that I can do translation. This is the transformation. So people have come for different purposes to Krishna. And we have seen that how their purpose has got purified because Krishna doesn't see the purpose. Krishna sees the result. Ki aaya to hai. Krishna, he has come. Let me now purify the purpose. So in this way, that a devotee's definition of dharma, artha, kama is we should try to align with Krishna's will. Sometimes we may get frustrated that our ISKCON temples is filled with so many different types of people. They come. So many different types of people coming and doing so many things, like boys and girls coming, and some people are coming for money, some people are coming for employment. But we must understand, see the consciousness of Krishna. For whatever reason he has come, Krishna is saying, Aaya to hai, bhatka bhula. He has finally come here. So as devotees, we should understand, for whatever reason a person is coming to Krishna's lotus feet, we should align ourselves to Krishna's this desire. Our temples are not places for pure devotees. They are places for pure devotees to reside. Our temples are places to make pure devotees. That means people would generally come here who are not pure. And it's our, we should align ourselves with Krishna's purpose to help people purify the purpose for why they are coming to temple. And that's why a devotee's first definition of dharma is not following the loka dharma of this world, but aligning with Krishna's will. So the first one is dharma. The definition of dharma for devotee is aligning with Krishna's will. One time one person came to me and said, Swamiji, like I had gone to, this is way back in, I had gone to Chitrakoot Yatra we had done. So in Chitrakoot, there is an organization, they conduct yajnas. They spend about, for one yajna, they spend about 2 to 3 crores of rupees. And our ISKCON mega kitchen, I saw the person sold me their kitchen. Our ISKCON mega kitchen looks like an ant in front of their kitchen. I'm not exaggerating. Our Natchio ISKCON mega kitchen, Gaurang Prabhu's, looks like an ant. He sold me a well of dal. He sold me tractor. You know tractor? They had put polythene over the tractor on the jisme mitti le jata hai. They were carrying dal in that. Hare Krishna. And there were dumpers of puris. And this person was feeling so proud that यज्ञ करना चाहिए हमको, भव्य यज्ञ करना चाहिए, यज्ञ से शुद्ध होगा सब कुछ, ऊपर नीचे सब कुछ शुद्ध हो जाएगा. And this person himself has not got purified till now of his ahamkar. So then I asked him that in Treta Yuga, the very fact that you have reached Kali Yuga means in Treta Yuga, yajnas were performed. And in Treta Yuga, the very fact that you landed up in Treta Yuga, that means you never did yajna in Treta Yuga. If Treta Yuga ka Yuga Dharma kya hai? Yajna. If someone does the Yuga Dharma, then you will get liberated. He was existing in Treta Yuga. This organization doing yajna was also existing in Treta Yuga. But they were not doing yajna. And because they were not doing yajna, so that's why they have landed up into Kali Yuga. Now in Kali Yuga, different avatar has come, who is Lord Chaitanya. Now he is telling Sankirtan yajna, and now they are following Treta Yuga. And now they will pass on to, whether if they are fortunate, they will go to Satya Yuga or they will otherwise go to hell. But in this way, the living entity's tendency is to rebel to Krishna's will. In Treta Yuga, Krishna is telling do yajna, the living entity will do something else. In Dwapar Yuga, living entity is being advised that do parichara, no, I will do something else. And in Kali Yuga, we have to do yajna. And if you don't do yajna, then what is the use? And when Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Avatar Sar, has come to tell Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. So we need to understand the first principle, dharma of a devotee. The definition of dharma of a devotee is aligning with Krishna's will. Recently I was hearing Krishna stealing the garments of the unmarried gopis. Very controversial chapter. I was reading and hearing and reading the commentaries of our acharyas. My goodness, if you read the commentaries of our acharyas of that chapter, you will wonder, is this a romantic episode or is this a what episode? My goodness. Our acharyas have spoken elaborately on alignment. Alignment to Krishna's will. Alignment to Krishna's will. Alignment to Krishna's will. Commentaries after commentaries, Jiva Goswami, Rupa Goswami, everywhere. And you will understand whether I am reading Bhagavad Gita or I am reading Krishna stealing dress of unmarried gopis. So the living entity, the conditioned soul, nature is to rebel against Krishna's will. And that's why for a devotee definition should be, my dharma is how to align to Krishna's will. And that's Bhagavad Gita begins with this, that Arjuna was not ready to align with Krishna's will, and Krishna made him to align to his will. Karishe vachanam tava, I will do. Similarly, the Brajavasis, how they were aligned, they gave up all Govardhan Puja, they did Govardhan Puja, gave up Indra Puja, just because Krishna wants them to do. Similarly, I was reading also recently Gajendra Moksha. I was hearing from His Holiness Radha Govind Swami Maharaj. I was very, like, last so many years I have read this section of Gajendra Moksha. I remember in 2007 and 8 I heard about Gajendra Moksha, I read about it. So when I read it first, there were one full chapter Sukadeva Goswami is explaining about Trikut mountain. Sukadeva Goswami explains about Trikut mountain, Sukadeva Goswami explains about the trees of the Trikut mountain, Sukadeva Goswami explains about the tigers of Trikut mountain. And I used to always wonder from that day, why Sukadeva Goswami is spending so much of time glorifying this heavenly forest. Sukadeva Goswami, if you read 10th canto, has not spent that much time glorifying Vrindavan forest. So I used to always wonder, itna kya hai Trikut Parvat mein? And I used to always think maybe because he wants to create a romantic scene for Gajendra, and then so how romance ends into all problems, and then Gajendra is, in order to create that sin, Sukadeva Goswami is telling like this. But recently when I read that in the end, if you go to the end of Gajendra Moksha, the last verse where Lord Krishna is telling and speaking to Gajendra. There Lord Krishna, if you open that verse, Krishna is telling, anyone who meditates on this Trikuta Parvat, anyone who meditates on the bamboo trees of the Trikut Parvat, because I appeared and you appeared, Gajendra, anyone who gets up early in the morning and meditates on the bamboo tree, what? Not banyan tree, not tulsi plant. You can read. You can open the verse. I will tell the verse number in the end of the class. Anyone who meditates on the bamboo tree of Trikut Parvat will get rid of all their sinful reactions and develop love for me. Hare Krishna. And see Sukadeva Goswami's alignment to Krishna's instruction. Sukadeva Goswami is not glorifying Tulsi plant. Sukadeva Goswami is glorifying the cane tree. Why? Krishna has said the cane tree will bring love for Krishna. So if Krishna comes and says, worship bamboo, don't worship Tulsi. Okay, bamboo plant saranam gacchami. Morai abhilas, vilas kujhe diyo baar. And devotees are watering bamboo. And people will be thinking, what, these fellows, they're crazy or what? Yesterday they were worshipping Tulasi and now they're worshipping bamboo. No, we are not worshipping Tulasi. We are worshipping Krishna's will, Krishna's desire. Tulasi loves Krishna. Krishna loves Tulasi, and that's why we love Tulasi. If Krishna wants us to tell, love this bamboo plant, we have no problem in loving the bamboo plant, embracing the bamboo plant, circumambulating the bamboo plant, putting dandavat to bamboo plant, putting bamboo plants in different places of this world. This bamboo plant. This is alignment. So devotee's dharma is how I can align to Krishna's will. Krishna has come as Lord Chaitanya and propagate Hare Krishna. Distribute my Bhagavad Gita. Let me align to it. Let me not think about yajna. Let me not think about paricharam. Let me not think about how I can do dhyan. Let me just think about how to do sankirtan. The next is artha. Artha is about accumulation of wealth. So a devotee is busy accumulating Krishna's our real wealth. Our real wealth is the love for Krishna. Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, Premadhana Vina Krishna Vyartha Daritra Jivan. Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, one is a poverty-stricken man if he doesn't have love for Krishna. That's the real wealth. So the real wealth, real artha of a devotee is accumulation of more and more love for Krishna. Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur has written a book called Ragavartma Chandrika. So it is about Raga Bhakti to Krishna, how to understand that you're getting attached to Krishna. So Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur says that how do we understand whether I'm developing love for Krishna? So Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur says, it is just like a son goes to the father and says, Papa, how do I understand that I am falling in love with this girl? And Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur says, Papa will say, you don't have to understand. When you fall in love, all your understanding will get closed. So similarly, how do I understand I'm falling in love with Krishna? All your understandings will get closed. Vidyate hridaya granthi, kshindante sarva samshaya, kshiyante chasya karmani, drishta evatmanishware. When Ishvara, we will see in the heart, all our doubts will get clarified. We'll have no doubts whether Krishna exists. We will have no doubts. What is the goal of life? Vidyate hridaya granthi. All the knots of the heart will be kshindyante sarva samsaya. All our doubts will go away. So, the love, when it is accumulating in our heart, we understand that all the doubts will go away about the practice of Krishna consciousness. And kshiyante chasya karmani. All our different activities get stopped, and our only activity will be how to please Krishna. But then, how do I really understand that whether I am accumulating this wealth? Like, every businessman has a parameter to understand कि मेरा पैसा बढ़ रहा है, account में at least दिख रहा है, cash बढ़ रहा है, gold बढ़ रहा है. So how do I understand that artha is increasing? That love for Krishna is increasing my heart. Let us say I give example, okay, Kushal Bihari Prabhu gets 4 kilo of gold. He finds it out. He's just come to temple and he's going, and then his tire gets punctured and he's trying to repair his tire, and by the side he sees something and he tries to find out, and he gets 4 kilo of gold. Yes, Kushal Bihari Prabhu, what are you going to do with that? What is the first thing if someone finds 4 kilo of gold on the way? कोई देख तो नहीं रहा है. Correct, huh? The first thing as soon as you get gold is so just like when we get gold and when we understand the value of gold, we start protecting it and we start hiding it. The way a devotee understands that I am accumulating Krishna's true love is happening in my heart, he does not advertise it. Because if you have gold, you will try to keep it in your heart and show yourself that you are an ordinary person as if you do not have any love for Krishna. Yes? Correct? You look here and there. You look here and there. And those people who cry a lot in front of Krishna are those people who do not have love for Krishna. Because the sign that you are accumulating gold in your house is you will try to put 2-3 locks. Yes, again, huh? One, I have seen in NBCC, I have gone, one door, and after that door there is a railing. And in that railing there are 2 locks. Then you will understand gold is there inside. Correct? Huh? So how do you understand a devotee is having gold of Krishna, golden avatar in his heart? He will become very secretive about his realizations. He will never advertise his bhakti. So the reason, the proof that we are accumulating love for Krishna in our heart is we will give up all tendencies to advertise it, being fearful that advertisement will, robbers will come and snatch. So as soon as a person advertises his bhakti, then there are enough robbers who will snatch that bhakti. So the sign that a devotee is having real artha and accumulating real artha of love of Krishna is he will lose every tendency to advertise his devotional service, his realizations to others. He will try to be so protective, so secretive. He will behave just like any ordinary person. And people will think, oh, it's just an ordinary person. But inside his heart, inside his home, there is kilos of golden avatar. And the third principle is kama. A devotee understands that the real enjoyment is engagement and attachment to service. So dharma is alignment to Krishna's will, and artha is accumulation of love for Krishna and giving up all tendency to advertise your wealth, and kama is attachment to seva. So all of you repeat this beautiful verse which we sing during deity worship. Shri Guru Paramananda Premananda Phala Prada Brajananda Pradhananda Sevaya Mam Niyojayo. Shri Guru Paramananda. Why Gurudev is Paramananda? Why he is so happy? He is Premananda Phalaprada. He gives us Prema Ananda. And what is that Prema Ananda? Sevayam Niyojayo. Mere ko Krishna Seva mila. So this attachment to service is actually the calm of our devotees. Our real pleasure is in service. To that extent, the devotees curse their ecstasies, curse their crying and tears when it obstructs their service. There was one chamar person who used to do chamar, one devotee in South India, and when he used to do chamar, he used to cry tears of ecstasy, and then he would curse his tears. That these tears, because tears are coming, so you have to do like this, like this, like this, so many things. You have to do like this, and it disturbs my chamar service. So hell with these eyes, which are giving so much of tears, because it is obstructing my service. Nityananda Prabhu, he is Nityananda. There is no one in this world who is more happy than Nityananda. And how much he would be feeling separation from Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. But Lord Chaitanya said, go to Bengal and preach there. And Nityananda Prabhu left, being attached to service of Lord Chaitanya. The devotees of Bengal, they never went to Vrindavan. And Goswamis never wanted to go to Vrindavan, they went to Vrindavan. Rupa Goswami never wanted to stay in Vrindavan, he just wanted to stay with Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So, real accumulation of wealth, of love for Krishna is that we are enjoying the service. If you read Chaitanya Charitamrita, this is where Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is going to Vrindavan, and there Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is meeting a Muslim person, and this Muslim person is crying and crying and crying. Srila Prabhupada in that verse writes one line purport. So Prabhupada writes, this is the test of sincerity. If one is extremely sincere in rendering service, that means he is reaping the benefits of chanting the holy names purely in previous times. So Srila Prabhupada writes in that one line purport that if one is very attached to the service of the Lord, that means he has chanted Krishna's holy name very purely in previous times. So attachment to Krishna's service is our real karma. And moksha, devotees are not worried about moksha because they know that moksha is already achieved. Mukti hitva anyatha rupam sarupena vivasthiti. So devotee understands that by engagement in service is real mukti. So I'll just read some verses from Brihad Bhagavatamrita. In Brihad Bhagavatamrita, Gopakumar is meeting this Jana Sarma, a Brahmana from Assam, Kamakhya Brahman. And this Gopakumar has traveled and finally reached Golok Vrindavan. And then he tells all his story, how he reached Golok Vrindavan. And now he is in Vrindavan of this world, Bhauma Vrindavan. And Jana Sarma is asking, Are you endeavored so much? Heavenly planets, Vaikuntha, and then Dwaraka, Ayodhya, and finally you reach Vrindavan. What you are doing here, man? Why you have come here? क्या कर रहे हैं? आपको तो उधर रहना था. इतना, and just like, sometimes, oh, back to Godhead, back to Godhead, back to Godhead. So go to back to Godhead. And then after going back to Godhead, again in ISKCON. What you are doing? So, this Gopakumar is replying. So this is Brihad Bhagavatamrita, Skanda 3, Canto 3, Chapter 6, verse 371. All of you repeat after me. We'll just recite this verse and then. Evam tatra chiram tishtha Martyaloka sthitam tvedam Mathura mandalam Srimad Apashyam khalutadrisham. Translation. After staying some time in Goloka, I realized this splendid Mathura mandala of this here in the mortal world is non-different than the Golok Vrindavan. So liberation, moksha for devotee is not an achievement, it is a realization. Devotees do not achieve moksha, they realize that they are already mukta. And that's why Srila Prabhupada, when he was asked that Prabhupada, some devotees are asking to us boldly, how many pure devotees you have in your movement? Prabhupada asked, how many devotees we have in our movement? And this Prabhupada, I think 75. So you tell them 75 pure devotees are there in our movement. So pure devotional service is not to be achieved. We realize that we are doing already pure devotional service. But somehow, because of the anarthas in our heart, we are not realizing that Srila Prabhupada is engaging us in pure devotional service and serving in ISKCON under Srila Prabhupada. We have already achieved Golok Vrindavan. We have achieved Mukti. This is what we are going to do in Golok Vrindavan. There will be a manager, and recently I was discussing about Lalita Sakhi as manager. Sometimes we are disturbed with a Tikha manager. If you read, we don't tell about stories of Lalita. If any Tikha person is there, the most Tikhi manager is Lalita Devi. So if you are complaining the manager, you will complain in Golok Vrindavan. कैसा गुस्सा करती रहती है, खाली गुस्सा करती रहती है, गुस्सा करती है, सेवा नहीं हुआ ठीक से, माला बना नहीं ठीक से, यही करने आए हैं हम, छोड़ के चले जाएंगे ISKCON से, गुस्सा करता रहता है. So we need to understand we have already got liberation, and that's how the last principle is acknowledgement that we are already got liberated. We just have to realize the liberation. So the dharma, artha, kama, moksha for a devotee is dharma, alignment to Krishna's will. Artha, accumulation of Krishna's love in the heart and getting rid of advertisement tendency. The third, kama, is attachment to seva of the Lord. And fourth, acknowledging that I have already got the position of liberation by the mercy of Guru Parampara. I just have to realize that I am in a liberated position. And so long I will keep on serving. The moment of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, I am liberated. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Jai Srila Prabhupada ki, Shri Gauranga Mahaprabhu ki, Krishna Uddhava Sambhad ki, Avadut Brahman ki jai, Nitai Gaur Premanande.
Hare Krishna. So this book distribution marathon is going on, as Prabhuji said. So we have to spread this real wealth of Krishna Prem. So I thought I will share today something about book distribution, because we could not find anyone, no one was ready. So just few days back, in our Sankirtan stall, we installed a new system, because a lot of services are there. So we installed a new computer, and so we purchased it, and our devotees, they brought it to the stall and we fixed it, and it worked nicely. And after that, suddenly it stopped working. Very new PC, but it stopped working. And I was confused. Arey, to ekdam naya hai, kyun nahi kaam kar raha hai? Then I tried for half an hour, 1 hour. Then I left. I said that tomorrow we'll see. And then we called the shop from where we purchased, and we told that you please send someone. So they sent a technician, and the technician came for repairing the PC, and he was then repairing the PC, and he repaired it. Whatever problem was there, he installed the Windows again or whatever. And after doing it, somehow I happened to came there. I was in ashram, I came there, and I thought he was a very young person, around 20 years age. I thought, अच्छा है, इसको Bhagavad Gita दिखाते हैं, he can become a good devotee. So I showed him Bhagavad Gita, and as soon as I started talking to him about Bhagavad Gita, he left his repairing, he stood up. He was so happy. He said, मैं तो यही ढूंढ रहा था जीवन में. So actually, I was thinking why this PC became, किसी क्यों खराब हुआ? भगवान चाहते थे that he wanted to give him Bhagavad Gita actually. So he, because he's from Sikh background, so in his home they chant. I told, what do you do? So he said, we chant this Vaheguru, So he was very spiritually inclined, and he was very happy to receive Bhagavad Gita. Then I told, अच्छा मौका एक दो book और दे देते हैं. Then I gave him On the Way to Krishna and some more books. So he took, and we'll further connect him. So I was just thinking that we just have to try, and Krishna is helping us. Krishna is arranging various situations for people to get connected. So we just have to try, and Krishna will show the magic. So it's a magic, it will happen, we just have to try. Srila Prabhupada Transcendental Book Distribution Marathon ki jai. And one small announcement that we are looking for devotees to share realizations, but no one is ready. So I think we should not be shy, because if you share, other devotees get inspired. So Sushant Prabhu is there, you can raise your hand. So you can contact him, and you can give your names. He can allocate. Daily we share realizations, so that this marathon we can complete our target of 36,000 Mahabhakt books. Haribo! We are very far now. We have 2,000 only, but we can reach together if we try. Srila Prabhupada Transcendental Book Distribution ki